Hey guys, welcome to DevOps School. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn about Bamboo. Bamboo is a continuous integration and deployment tool that ties automated builds, tests, and releases together in a single workflow. This session is divided into multiple parts. Therefore, subscribe to the channel and follow the playlist. After going through this series, I can assure you that the concept and understanding of the Bamboo will be absolutely clear to you. But before we begin, let me inform you few things about us. DevOps School is one of the leading platforms which offers DevOps, cloud and containers technology training and certification programs for freshers and established professionals who wish to update and consolidate their skills in the dynamic IT scenario. We ensure that the training solutions are delivered by highly experienced domain experts with practical working experience in various verticals. You can join our all training programs globally through online platforms, and if you're looking for classroom workshop, then we have regular batches available in Hyderabad and Bangalore. Check out the dates and enroll with us for our upcoming batches. For more info, link and contact details are mentioned in the description below.
Everything you know is in your mind.
So now what is Bamboo? So Bamboo is a product, is a CI tool from Atlassion. Okay. And this is the tool which is very useful. It's a commercial tool developed using Java, and it, as you know, Java is a platform independent, so it can run on all the platforms. So you can use for the Windows, you can use for the Linux and all that stuff. So now next one is what is a CI? Okay, what is a CI? So CI stands for the continuous integration. And when we say continuous integration, then we talk about continuous automated build, automated testing, okay, and then immediate feedback of any ways, which can be emails, which can be dashboard, which can be message, it can be chat, or in any ways immediate feedback of whether it's a passed or failed. Okay, getting the process of that is called the CI, okay, continuous integration. So as part of the CIs, we are going to set the few things on the Bamboo. So let's get started. So now next question is how to install Bamboo. So as I said, it's a Java based application. So first of all, you need a Java, okay, and then you're going to install Bamboo. So Bamboo can be installed in any platforms where Java can run. Simple. So Java,
Okay.
we have to install and download it. So I have in Windows, I have already installed the Java. Okay, if you want to verify, I just go to my Windows machine here, EMD, and you can see this Java is there, Java version, and yeah, so 1.8.0.91, so which is a Java which I have installed. Okay, and this is done, I would say. And also there's one environment variable which need to be set, that is called Java home, and that is also I have set it up in Windows, and it says C tools Java. That means I have installed the Java in C tools Java. So everything's set, Java is installed, JDK should be installed, and Java home should be set, and that is a prerequisite. After that, you're going to download the Bamboo application. Download the Bamboo.
And in terms of like for the Java, do we have like any what do we call like a requirement with the specific version, or we can just install the latest version of Java?
Okay, so latest versions, I believe 1.8 is, I mean 1.9 is there, but I have tested with 1.7 and 1.8, and it is working fine. So I have not tried with 1.6, but again, if you have some sort of question, so if you see that Bamboo system requirement documents, we can get it actually. Okay, that information.
Sure.
system.
Sure.
So if you look at this place, system requirement documents, it will be having the detailed specification about what are the things is needed as in. So you can see that here, uh, hardware considerations, storage considerations, and other things as well. So a lot of things are there.
Okay.
Installing and upgrading. So one of the requirement which is, if you look at it here, browsers, I believe it's independent, so you guys are using the latest browser, but Java is one of the things which it says Java development kit, and the version they have not mentioned here, but probably they should be mentioning it here.
Okay.
So I believe 7 and 8 most of the time, if not 9, then they have not mentioned the Java version, so it will run for sure Java 1.8. Okay, so
Okay.
now we have to download the Bamboo. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to download the Bamboo. So from where I'm going to get it? Of course, this is the website, installing and upgrading. And you can see the releases here. So most recent release which was done 5.9, right? So which is the one you can see it here, 5.9, 5.8, 5.7, 5.6 and 5.5 as well. So basically I'm going to download, and here you have installation document for the Linux, Mac and Windows. So basically I'm going to download Bamboo 5.9. So download Bamboo Atlassion. So here it is. And it's a for trial versions. I'm going to get it. So here I'm downloading, and it should be done. It's a exe file, of course, because of Windows. But I'm just waiting for the time to be started. So it's a 26
Sure. And
MB till now. Yeah, please go ahead with your questions.
yeah, so for the Bamboo, like when I was trying to see like what are in terms of like purchasing the license, it says like remote agent and local agent. So I did not get like what is the difference between those two?
Yeah, so local agent is, see, whenever you set it up the server, local agent is in the same machine, okay. Remote agent is in some other machine. So if you look at it, the license for the Bamboo, it says small team and growing team. So here it says up to 10 jobs, you unlimited local agent.
Uh-huh.
When you say unlimited local agent, that means the same machine, okay, same machine. You cannot
Okay.
add the new machines, new different machines, as we were adding in the Jenkins nodes, other machines. So local means the same server you're making as an agent,
Uh-huh.
but remote agent is like a
Okay.
different machines altogether. So here, for the small team, they are not
Uh-huh.
getting the remote agent, but for the growing teams, you'll have to pay for more. You can get the more agents, so 2500 or all the sort of things.
Okay. So now say like my Git code is in one server and I'm installing it this Bamboo on another server. So I would still be able to communicate from one server Bamboo to another server Git, right?
Yeah, of course, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. That's the main task. But here, when I say agents, the place where the execution take place, build take place, checkout, compilation, packaging, and all these things, task takes place. So that's the thing.
Uh, okay. Got it.
So if you know the Java Jenkins, then it's something like a slave and nodes.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. So because we are like around 5-member team, so I mean like even like our applications are just 3. So I'm thinking like just the local agent is enough because I can just use one server.
Right.
Okay.
So now I have got downloaded the Jenkins, which you can see it here. It's a exe file. It says prevent unorganized starting the matter. So more info. Run anyway. I did click on that. Yeah, it's got started now. So I'm installing in Windows, but if you want to install in Linux, then you have to set the JDK and Java home, and after that you have to download the zip file. Okay, so you can find the zip file in the same place where here actually. So you can download and click and those sort of things you can do that. So for the Windows, you can get it here only.
Okay.
So I just say yes. Now the installation is very simple in Windows as it is similar to all the other application. The
Right.
one thing which you have to take care of it, the configuration, which port you would like to code. So right now I'm installing in program files, but usually what I do, I install everything in my C drives, tools section. This is the place I installed actually. So I don't have these installations because I use most of the time Linux. So I'm just going to install in the C tools Bamboo, and this is the important location where it says where is your home. So select the Bamboo home directory should be. So this is the place where all of your jobs, in a simple word, all of your plans which you are creating, which you'll be creating, will be set actually. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm preferring the same place actually. That way I have everything at one place. So C tools Bamboo home. So
Okay.
now it's going to install. So let me close the AWS because I don't need now anymore.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's got installed. Now everything is seems to be okay. Now it should pop up on Windows browser, but it is not prompting so far. No problem. So where what we are doing, we are going to services and see if the service has come or not in the services.msc. So we have Atlassian, Jira, uh, BAM, BAM, Atlassion, Jira is there. So services and probably the installation is this time different. So what you are going to do, you're going to do nothing but go to the bin directory, and here you're going to start the Bamboo. So you can see the start.bamboo.bat, which is for the Windows, and start something will be for the Linux as well. And I think all these, okay, so it's all these files are related to Windows also, because I install through exe. That's the reason I'm not having Linux file. But if you download and zip file, then you'll be having Linux as well as Windows, so no problem. So now I am going to start the Jenkins. Here you have some of the files which can create a service also. You can set the environments also, everything it can do. So right
Okay.
now what I'm doing, I'm just going to start the Bamboo. So cd and then start Bamboo, click on it, and it says it has started the Tomcat. You can see that Tomcat console, and by default Bamboo runs on 8085 ports. So how do you verify whether the 8085 is correct or not? So you have to come to the configuration conf, and then you have to see that the file which will be entry either in the server.xml or the web.xml. So as you can see that 8085 port is been mentioned here. That means it's going to start on 8085 port. So now I can see my Apache's Tomcat is started. So I assume like Bamboo should be starting now. So localhost 8085. First time it will take some time because we are getting this application first time.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, so now I can see that it has started properly. There's no issues as such. So I think I should get it, and I got it. Now here you have to get the license. So Bamboo says like no matter whether you are trying for the server or no matter whether you are trying for the trial, you have to get the license. So you have a trial license as well, which you can get it and things like that. And after that you have to install the express installations or custom installations. So what I'm going to do, I have ID. How can you get the license? So you have to get the license using id.atlassian.com. That's a place where you get the ID licenses and all. I have accounts over there, so I'm going to grab some license over there here. So I just log in.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab a trial license. So here uh, I logged in, and I'm going to click on this place here. So generating a license. Now it says Bamboo. I first logged in because sometime I forgot the password, and now everything is okay. Click on the generate license, and you'll be getting the license for the 30 days for the local agent only. You don't have to click on this Windows, automatically it will be taken. And now you have to copy this license here and then paste it here. Done. Now you have a two installations. Select express installations and custom installations. So there is no much difference between the express installation and custom installation. Only the few things which you want to set it up, like external database. Like if you want to install Bamboo with your MySQL, Oracle, Postgres and all, if you have a
Uh-huh.
database servers which is for given by the organization, so that you can set it up
Uh-huh.
in the custom installation. And apart from the some mail setup like SMTP, port name, server address, and all sort of things, you can do that. But as of now, it's not required because we are learning and we don't need an external database at all. So let's go with the default database. So default database, Bamboo has it. So I'm just going to click express installations. So I'm going to use the default free database rather than having setting up the database servers and calling it from the custom installations. So now it will be configured in a few minutes, I believe. And of course, it's the 30-day license. So you can see that here. It's 30-day license only.
So, I mean, like, what's the difference between the first one and the second installation? So, the first one is just to get the setup.
So normally when you set it up Bamboo for your production server, you don't keep the default database. You would like to have some stable database like MySQL, MS SQL, Oracle, or Postgres. So in those cases and scenarios, you can go with the custom installation. But one more thing, once you're done with the express installation, you can modify the configuration file and do the custom installation. So that's not a problem, because just you need to change the database name, user ID, password, and all stuff like that, and it will be done. So it's a way it has.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's taking a little bit time because application which is CPU intensive and memory intensive, so it will take some time to get it configured. Should be coming. So let it come automatically, because I don't want to interrupt the installations and stuff like that. So yes, so after downloading the Bamboo, you have to install it. Uh, Install it by running in Windows the command and the script, which is this one, bin and start bamboo.bat. That's important. So you have to call this one, but after that you have to select the whether you want express or custom and all the stuff, or custom, and then continue. Once the installation is done, then you will have to set it up the job. So now what how the skeleton. So now remember, if you talk about the Jenkins, then we talk about the jobs right here.
Right.
But here, when we talk about the Bamboo, then we do not talk about the jobs, but we talk about the projects. So let me put it here. Here you talk about the jobs, but also you do talk about the folders. So you keep the folders, and inside the some folders you keep the jobs. Okay, and then because jobs is a folder is one of the plugins which you'll have to install it, which will not come by default. But here in Bamboo, we talk about the project, and then we talk about the plan. So same way as you can correlate, and so like that. So here in TeamCity, if you know that, you talk about the project, okay, again, and then you talk about the build configuration. Okay, so naming, different naming convention and terminologies, but the same thing it will do, nothing different. So now what we are going to do, we're going to set up a jobs, a plan. Okay, so now we'll have to decide, the same rule applies here. Now you have to select the what is the source code, what is the builder, and then what is the compiler. The same rule applies not only with the Bamboo, but all the CI tools. So you have to give them the source code. It can be any technology, it can be Java code, it can be .NET code, it can be shell scripting, it can be Perl scripting, it can be Python, so anything. And then builder, how to execute that. So let's say you want to compile the Java using Maven or Ant, or if you want to compile the .NET using MS Build, so that will become a builder. And then compilers, like for the Java, JDK is a compiler, for the .NET, Windows is a compiler, so like that. So same rule applies here also. So no matter what technology you are using, you'll have to use the source code builder and compiler. I'm wondering why it is not coming. So I don't want to disturb the installation process. Okay, there's some problem, I think. Okay, so there's some problem, it seems, in the.
Looks like it does not go well with the Windows.
No, it is fine, but that's what. It's very difficult to,
Okay.
let me start this installations one more time because we
Okay.
don't have any options. Uh,
Okay.
it's damn slow actually. So what I'm going to do, I am going to stop the services and then see how it goes. So stop bamboo will help me to stop the services. Uh, okay, I just did it. Now clear the screen. CLS. Now I'm going to start one more time. It will take some time. So this is the console which we got it. Please wait while Bamboo set up your instance. Oh, come on. It's taking so much time. Okay, now finally we got this page. This is I was waiting for long. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to give the username, password Rajesh123, confirm password Rajesh123, full name Rajesh, email address Rajesh at the rate of Rajesh.com. Okay, so this is the basic information, and this account will be acting like administrator account. Okay, so I just finish it off. So now I got this account created. I would say it's slow because of it required more CPU, more RAMs, and that is one of the reason I will recommend Linux, because in the less RAM, less CPU, performance in the Linux would be much better compared to the,
Okay, okay, sorry. Okay.
because this installation should have done in not more than 10 minutes. I am having in Windows 8 GB RAM. Still, it's slow, damn slow.
Yeah, that is slow. For 8 GB RAM, it's taking so long.
It's a large application basically. It has a Tomcat, it has a huge line of Java layers and things like that. So
No.
okay, so now finally we got it, and here it says create your first build plan. That is the thing. So remember, if you remember Bamboo, you have to create a project and then plan. So here it's asking you to create a plan, but we have not created any projects as such, so we should create a first project. Okay, and then a plan or something like that. But you can directly create a plan also, that's not a problem, but that is the not a good way to do that, because you're going to manage the n number of plans in the project. That's a bit, and I can find out this Bamboo has a little bit of a different UI because it's a new one. So they have changed the UI a little bit compared to the I've used the 5.8, I guess 8 or 9. So no problem. So what I'm going to do, based on that discussions, we're going to create a plan, and plan will be having the source, builders, and compilers. Okay, source, builders, and compiler. So that is what we are going to have it. So now I'm going to create a plan here. Create your first build plan, and we'll be adding the source code. Damn slow.
Yeah, that's not good. Wow. Now I guess like for the when we use it for the real time, it has to be like pretty high-end machine.
Yeah. So now you see that they have changed the layout plan. So I just told you have to create a project, and the project creation is been done here. So that's a place they have moved it. Earlier they were having the project separate, but no problem. So like now I'm going to make a project name Softex. This name can be okay, but the keys is important. That's a important things. And now one project can be used for the multiple plans. So now plan is like this. I'm going to build it. This is the build plan. So I'm going to build my project. So the keys will be build. Okay. And now plan description. This is for build. This is for Softex build. Okay. Now next thing you have to select where is your source code. Where is the source code? So of course your source code is in GitHub, because all of my programs, dummy programs, I keep it in the GitHub. It can be SBN, it can be Bitbucket, it can be Perforce, it can be ClearCase. So there's a lot of list, you can see it here. Perforce, Virgin, Mercurial, GitHub, Git, CVS. ClearCase is not theirs, but you can install it through add-ons and plugins and all. That's not a problem. So now I am going to build Maven based project. So here it is.
Is it okay? I mean, like, can you take any .NET based application?
Yes, of course, I'll take it, but let's start with the Java and then I'll take it up the .NET. Okay.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah. So this is my source code. Okay. Now here src. This is a Java based application, and my builder of course is a Maven. Okay, it can be Ant, it can be anything else as well. It can be compiler is JDK. Very simple applications, very simple process. So now you know this is my source code, so I'm going to grab the source code. So I have to give the whole address. So here I am going to give the display name. So let's say Maven Softex source code. That's the name you can give. Username of the GitHub, but basically you don't require it, because these repository are public repositories. So I don't need this username and password because of it's an open one. But if it is a not open one, then you have to give the username and password if it is a private one. Okay, so I'm going to. Okay, so it's not loading. They have changed the interface. So it's asking me to load. Let me see if I can give you some Git or something. Yeah, so let's use the Git, because you can try GitHub also, whereas you have to give the username SCM Galaxy. But the problem here is like password I don't remember. So let me try. And if it is working good, yes. So second password, it has worked. Now I have to select the repository here. So now I have to select the Maven. Maven, where is the Maven? Here it is. So if you are not comfortable with this one, then you can go for the Git only. It will prompt you for the use repository path, just like a similar to Jenkins, and then you can use it. Now which branch you want to build? So of course master branch, and remaining options let it be same, and configure the plan. So you have configured the plan with the repository which is a Maven based. Okay, and now you have to you have to add what is it, tasks. Okay, so here in the if you remember, in the Jenkins we add the steps, build steps. Here we add a task. So there's some issues has happened. Java and now you some issues, I don't know. So I will refresh this page, because I can't make a sense of that message, and I can see that. So it says C tools, bamboo, home, stupid message. Okay, so quickly I'm going to do one more time, repeat the steps. Project X of text, plan name, build, plan description, let it be GitHub test, some name I just gave it, username SCM Galaxy, password is this one hopefully, and then load the repository. and here it is, and then configure plan. I just redone. Oh, come on. It says Java NIO file access denied exceptions. Configuration. Cipher case. So error which I cannot make out. Okay, so it says got project number da, 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 da. I deleted the cipher file with the 0 byte just because it's not right. Okay, so let's do one thing, because it's a problem. It's not able to write the file as of now, the password file. So I will skip it. I'm going to home page and create a plan. Again, SCM Galaxy project plan X, and this time I will select the Git. Okay, and this is easy because that is not happening. Permission issues. Authentication type none, note required. Let's test the connection. It's easy, similar to Jenkins. And connection successful. You have to name the branch. That's a good practice. Master, and then create a configure plan. Okay, so now I got my plan created. Okay, everything is okay now. Okay, no, it's asking for the name. So let's get. Okay, so now remember, as per the discussions, we did it plan, we created a project, we created a plan, and now you have to add a tasks, and it's something like a Jenkins steps. Okay, tasks. So I am going to do what? I am going to add a tasks. So now if you see that post build steps or add build steps or something during the build steps, so same thing actually. So now if you remember, my source code is based on Java, my builder is Maven, compiler is JDK, so I'm going to act accordingly. So source checkout is already I have done it, so this is already done here, which you can see it here. Now I'm going to add a task. Okay, and my which is my builder. So of course you can see that the builder, these mini builders you have it. You have an ant builder, you have a bower, you have a command trails, docker, kind of things. You have a test, so many things you can run. You can do the deployments, you can do sort of things, a lot of things you can do. But as of now, my main concern is like I'm going to build the Maven based project. So here it is, Maven 3.x. I just selected, which is the source code I'm having, and task description, let's put it build. Okay, and executable. So now do I need to add executable? So where is your Maven installations? So I don't need to add the Maven installation. The reason is I have added in the path. But if you think you have not added in the path and you have not installed it, you have to locate it. Okay, that's a good practice. So you have to locate it, add new executable, and this is again taking time. Oh, come on. Yeah, so add executable. So where is your add mbn, and then you're going to give the path. So the path, which is, you know that everything I keep it inside the C tools. So this is the path. Where's Maven? Here it is. So now I gave the path and added. Done. So I added the executables. Now what the goal you wanted? So default goal has come clean, but I want to only compile. Okay, but so I will change it, only compilation. JDK 1.8.
Uh, so, uh, sorry, the compile and everything, those are like some kind of keywords, or we can give any name there.
No, this Maven has a inbuilt phases. If you know MS build, you have a target, right? You have a target, and MS build you
Right.
have a target. So some similar to that in Maven we have a goal name, and these are the fixed goal name: compile, test, clean,
Oh,
package, and all this stuff.
okay.
Okay. Now if you want to add any environment variable like Maven ops and all, you can do that. Working subdirectory and all, it's not required, but if you want to do, you are welcome to do that and save it. So now I just did compilation. Okay, so here I added first checkout will happen, then build will happen, then you can do the package. So let's add one more task, and this time again builder Maven 3. Okay, and this time I will do the packaging. Okay, so PACK naming should be given very carefully. So it should identify what you are doing, but I'm not giving the right names. Okay, but we should set it up properly. So now we did it actually. So we created a project, then we created a plan, and in the plan we configure these steps. We check out the source code, we build it, we package it, and all everything is done. Okay, so I assume this is done. Now I have to click yes please. Okay, other else if you do not click on the yes please, the plan will be created with the n number of steps, but it will not be enabled. So you have to do that, and then you'll not be able to build it. So you have to please click on that yes please, and after that done, your job is done. You can see there's a 4 tabs: plan, summary, recent failures, history, and test. There's no test informations will be coming because you're not doing anything as such. But here the moment you enable that, automatically it start building up. You can see this moving moving round circle. That means building it. So if you want to see that the logs and all this information, so you have to click on this SCM gal plan 1 and get into this. It's damn slow, but you have to check it out. Now build failed, you can see the recent history. Build failed. So let's check it out why it is failed. Build number 1, which was failed 6 seconds ago. So damn slow. Okay, so now you can see this summary. Okay, it is failed, no test found, but the failed is due to what reason? So I have to check logs, and if you scroll down here, it says build success, but status is failed. I'm wondering why this is happening. So build failed, first job for this plan, and what could be the reason? Because I can see this. Okay, so this is a log. I can see everything is okay. There's no issues. There's no error as such. Let me search if I missed out something. No. So everything is success, but how come it's failed then? So I will click my project, SCM Galaxy, Plan X, failed builds. It's very difficult to recent failures. Currently failing. Okay. No failed test found. A possible compilation error. No failed test found. Okay, so it's just a flag actually. Build is passed, okay, but it's just said no. Okay, so there is a reason like it could not find the test results reports in this location. That's the reason it says failed, and that is not the that's what I am going to do. I am going to run the plan one more time and see if it is working. Else I'll just check did I have configured something wrongly or something. Oh, and then I will check it out. So building is again. It's almost done. Okay, so it's build is successful, but it tried to find the test code, and that is not able to find it. So no problem. We can configure the plan one more time and see that if I have enabled some of the test related stuff which I was not supposed to, so that I can do that. So plan detail, stages, repository, triggers, branches, everything is correct, and stage jobs, default jobs, and tasks. So here checkout, build, pack. Final tasks are always executed even when previous task failed. So everything is correct. Let me change the new task that is called test. That's not a good way to do that, but I'm just checking out.
So most of the tasks within this one, the bamboo, it is just like the configuration. I mean,
Yeah,
no, like we don't have to write anything. Okay.
yeah. Requirements, I'm just checking. Everything is done. Artifacts, miscellaneous. Okay, so I have not enabled any test coverage and all. So let's run one more time and customize. No. This is the build number 3. Let's check it out. Logs. It's again failed. It says no test found. Possible compilations occurred. Log says it's success, but okay, so let me disable it. This bamboo is behaving a little bit different. So let's not get into this right now because we will lose time. So what I'm doing right now, I'm disabling the package and test, which is the culprit right now. My source code maybe has some unexpected thing which is creating a problem. So I'm just going to build it. That's all. I'm not going to run the test. So what I'm going to do, where is my jobs, which is here, default jobs, and I'm just going to click on the task, and then only building is done, will be all done, so that way we'll not get into the trouble. I hope so. So I'm just doing the compilation right now. Seems like it's taken properly because of my bamboo is parsing my test. Oh, come on. It's done with this also. Do you have something in the log? Let me check it out. Test. Okay, so this is the error here. Parsing test results under da. Failing task since test cases were not expected, but none were found.
Oh, so in
Finish
the
task
configuration,
and cover results correct. Okay, so basically it's failing to find out the test cases. And it's passing somewhere. So we should be having the test cases, right? Let me check. This is the location. Source test is there. Java com Maven sample is good. Everything is cool. Okay, no problem. So I'll fix this one. But this is the way we set it up the job. Okay, so I have to fix my code, which is I'm using as for the sample, nothing else. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some Windows based applications. So let's take it SCM Galaxy repository, and this time I'm going to take some .NET based application, which is MS Build Hello World. This is the directory I'm going to take, and now I'm going to create a new plan this time. So create a new plan under the same project, and this time I'm going to call this guy as MS Build. Same project, MS Build, Plan description, let
But
it be
how do
git. Okay,
uh, how do we know these plan names?
so
Like
new
define.
repositories, I have to tell them where it is.
Uh, Rajesh, one quick
MS.
question.
Okay, everything is okay.
Hello, hello,
My job is created. Now I have to call this ms build. So add a task. Now you have to add a builder.
hello.
Do you find ms build somewhere, which is here? You can see it here. And also you can use ms build. Both are, these are for the windows. Ms build. Now full full cycle I want to run. Now where is a project in ms build? So my project is this one, default.ms build. So I'm just going to call this one. Hello, can you hear me, Krishna?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Krishna, I cannot hear you.
Oh, you cannot hear me?
Hello, Krishna, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you. But okay, you're able to hear me. Okay. Yeah. My question is, like there in the previous step, you said MS build, right? So how do we know what are the predefined keywords? So we have to go over like there's some manual like where they have all this information like because MS build, but say like now I had a like a web application, some other build. So all those keywords, how would we know?
How would you know? Oh, basically, if you look at the source code, you'll be having the sort of things. So, if I look at the source code, so I have a develop a source code and there are automations like Java with Maven or Ant, .NET with the MS Build or Anent, or sometimes Java with a Gradle. So like that, you automate the build process using this build tool actually. So you know that by looking at the this script actually. So if you look at this script default.ms build, that means say ms build file like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the source code and then trying to find out. So now if you see that I have set it up now, default.ms build is a file name, and now everything is, let it be same, and save the screen and enable the job and create. So now by default it will run build number 1, logs, and it's done. So it's almost done, I guess. Yeah, hopefully this will not fail. Zero warning, zero error, it got success. Okay, so this time we got the success, and last time Maven it has some issues with the source code, so I'll have to fix it. No problem with that. So now you can see that how you can create a project, how can you create a plan, how can you create a task and execute it. So in this now in the we have created a one project but the two plans. So if you see that reports, one build got failed, one build got passed, and sort of things. So you can see the reports here, and you can see the all build plans, which you can see it here. As of now we have to, so like that. So similarly you can do rest of the things. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to ask you to set up the same thing, set up the bamboo, configure the number of jobs, run it, create a plan, create a task, and things like that. And then in the next sessions I'm going to talk about some of the admin things, which is here, global variables, agent concept, and user management and add-ons and stuff like that. I'm going to discuss and I'm going to help you with it. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to upload this recordings as well to the YouTube tonight, and because the other guy Sorup could not make it, so he's going to
Sure. Okay.
watch this video and then see that referent.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Want to study further? Subscribe to our paid membership to get a deep dive into each and every topic. Do look out for more videos in our playlist and subscribe to our DevOps School channel and hit the bell icon to learn more. Keep learning.